Hey guys, Carrick here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the AC08 Kamen Rider Zangetsu Shin Melon Energy Arms from Kamen Rider Gaim. This is the 8th entry in the Arms Chain series, and the 6th rider figure. So this set includes 3 things: 1 figure, 1 arms, and 1 weapon. So to start, we'll take a look at Zangetsu Shin's base figure. Starting off with the head, see, it's a new mold that is similar in design to normal Zangetsu, but different. You still got a lot of the same base elements, such as the crescent moon crest, which goes down the face, the flat and smooth mouthpiece, and the rounded but angular eyepieces. However, he's got some new elements like tubing going through the head, through the crest, and down the sides. And for a better look, here it is next to the regular Zangetsu. As you can see, the border around the eyes now juts out quite largely like this. It gives it a more menacing look to it. Besides those details, they're mostly the same. Looking at the torsos, you can see that most of the body is the same, except for a new torso piece, which actually has parts molded on, or these raised lines, to match up with the ones running down the waist and onto the hips. Now, the ones on the hips were on the original Zangetsu, but now they're painted in black, along with paint on the inside of the arms, making those details pop more. He's also got a Genesis driver on his waist, with the Melon Energy lock seed in there, painted in metallic orange, and the cup filled up, also done up in metallic orange, while the buckle and the buckle part itself is metallic red, and the belt straps are metallic silver paint. Besides that, all of the other details are the same as regular Zangetsu. So the articulation is also the same. Ball joint head, arms rotate 360 degrees, in and out, bicep swivel, single joint elbows, wrist swivel, 2 finger joints, waist swivel, legs go forward and back, in and out, thigh swivel, single joint knees, and ball joint ankles. Next, we'll take a look at the Melon Energy arms. So with this, you can see a lot more differences between it and the regular Melon Arms just off the bat. For starters, instead of having molding in light green plastic, the entire thing, actually it's interesting that there are 2 parts for molding, rather 2 colors in molding. There's some parts that are done in metallic silver, and some are done in clear orange. The parts done in metallic silver are the back, this side piece, and this front piece, while the chest piece and the shoulder part are done in clear orange with paint added on to them. You can see that the design for the stem is actually the same as the regular Melon Arms. We've got the texture molded on, same as the Melon Arms. You've also got Zangetsu / Zangetsu Shin's symbol painted on here in gold. And this one has a lot more gaps to it, so you can see the helmet piece in there right through this hole. Just for comparison, here's it with the regular Melon Arms. And so you can see that this one looks a lot more like a fruit than this one. So they really did kind of emphasize the artificialness, or rather the artificiality, and kind of cybernetic look of the Melon Energy arms here. And the included weapon is a sonic arrow. This is done in talc red and talc silver plastic, with metallic blue paint for the blade edges and the tip. It has all the right details, like the port for lock seeds, the sight in there, all the different tubing that goes along it, and even details on the grip. This also has an attachment where you can pull it out, and it'll move out forward and back on hinges. It can actually friction into place and pull it out all the way. So, transform it into Melon Arms is pretty simple. As usual, take the arms and place it down on the head. Just line it up, stab it into place. From there, fold the back panel down, take this piece, and fold it out and around. Then using these hinges, go fold it up and inward like so, to become the shoulder pad. Then fold the chest panel down and inwards. And there you have Zangetsu Shin Melon Arms. So with this design, you can see that a lot of it was actually made to line up and kind of go along with the helmet pieces. As you can actually see, the tubing that runs through the helmet actually lines up with the tubes on the back helmet part. So they link up and line up, so this piece can go down around and connect on the other side. And same with these tubes here. We've also got melon slices on the inside. And see, there's still the clear orange for this chest panel here, as well as on the shoulders, and that actually lines up as well, as this part then goes over to here. On the inside you can see the pattern, which actually isn't a complex texture, as since it's supposed to kind of have a juice look, they chose to go with a simple metallic paint on there. And as usual, there's articulation in the shoulder pad, so that won't hinder the articulation, or rather hinges in the shoulder pad, so it doesn't hinder the arm movement and articulation. Now, there are two things you can do with the Sonic Arrow. For Zangetsu Shin, you can see that there is this kind of hinge part, or kind of peg, that can actually attach back onto here. This is a feature that isn't in the show, but it's been added to the figure here for storage purposes. So that basically goes on something like this. Just like that. You can have it stored on his back. Or of course, you can have it held in either hand. And so for that, you want to take the hand, open it up, and as it's a bow, you want to go from the outside and have him grip in. So you can have it in one hand, and then you can also pull back the bow parts, and with a little bit of maneuvering, have him grab it with the other. You also have him hold it in his right hand for just using as a blade. Which is a little bit tough, just because this part will bump into the wrist. But it ultimately does work. And for one last comparison, Once again, I'll bring in Zangetsu, place this on, and turn him into Melon Arms. You can see that here is where the two vary the most. They have very different design aesthetics. As with Zangetsu, you have this more symmetrical samurai look, whereas for Zangetsu Shin, it's more of kind of archery suited armor, as there's only one shoulder pad. It also changes the aesthetics of the helmet as well, where you have this light green visor here, whereas here you have a orange visor. So even though this is an upgraded form of this, they still do give off the looks of being different riders. Which, I guess they technically are. But it is good to see that there are significant differences when they're equipped with their individual arms. So overall, Kamen Rider Zangetsu Shin is a good figure. It definitely is, very well designed, and it is nice that it's designed so that everything kind of lines up within the arms mode. The one thing I will say though is that as far as the structure of the arms goes, it's a little bit, it doesn't hold together very well. Oftentimes, while I didn't show it in the video, oftentimes, you will have things kind of moving around and kind of becoming unpegged. At the same time, it is cool that he has that little feature of being able to store his Sonic arrow on the back. And of course, you can use this arms with any other rider. So, you get more playability. And this can work as a kind of substitute to a Zangetsu figure, since the base bodies are very similar. Though once again, this is a case where there is an SH Figure Arts version available, so if you want one that is, more detailed, more articulate, and technically more accurate to the show, then you should go for that. But, of course, if you want a nice playable Zangetsu Shin figure, it has arms changing capabilities, then of course I'd recommend this figure. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share my channel for more videos. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.